Um, I was live a little bit earlier today, and now I'm back because my primer has dried, and so it's time to move on to the next step. And let me show you what it looks like. All right. So we've got our ghosts. I'm going to move the ghosts out of the way for the moment. Put those over here on the workbench. And then we've got, actually, let me move the stands as well. Let me drop the stands as well. All right. So we've got that. So those of you that were not on the live earlier, I primed the whole thing, and then I realized that maybe I shouldn't have primed the tops here. So I've sanded off the primer from the top of these and put some tape on it. And so when I paint the background here, now I won't have paint on the surface that I want to use as adhering to the back of the ghosts. So I'll put some glue there, and then just attach the ghosts with the glued surface. So time to paint. Hi, Lawrence. Thanks for joining us, man. So I've just got some black spray paint. It's just some Rust-Oleum paint and primer. I have already primed it though, so hopefully the primer is enough. That should be enough shaking. All right. That is looking awfully black. Is exactly what I want. So I think I'm going to let that just dry. And I might hit it with another coat later, but we'll see how it looks after it dries as it is, because I would like to not have to hit it with any more coats. So I'm actually going to put these stands, actually, no, I'm not going to move it. I'm going to move the plastic. Hopefully I can move it carefully without knocking it over or anything. All right. All right. That should be good. Okay. Now, let's try painting the ghost part. All right. And just got some paint from, this is the paint that the people left us when they moved out of the house here. This is supposed to be for the baseboards and trim, but doesn't really match that well. And so I got some other stuff that is better and haven't used it yet. So good thing I got it. All right, and use some scrap here. Mix this up as best I can. And while I'm thinking about this, I am going to open the door. So I've got a little bit better ventilation in here. But that means I probably also have the potential for bugs or whatever else to come in and sit down in my drying paint, which is not great, but whatever. Let's see. I wonder how long I'll have to stir this before I get a consistent looking mixture. Not too terrible. All right. So, get out a brush here. And I'm going to try and do the edges first. And then after the edges, I'll try to set it down and do the front. And I've just put some white primer on each of these. It's all dried. All right. I've got some holes for the eyes. And I didn't get the primer all the way in those eye holes. That one is pretty well done. That one not as much. And that one not as much. So but I'm going to be coloring those something else anyway. So I was planning to make those black. And Heather B in our chat earlier said that I can probably do that with some Sharpie, but I might have to do that after everything else is dried. So we probably won't get the full effect today, or at least not tonight, till after the paint is dried. Yeah, this paint is a lot more watery than what I usually like to work with. Um, and it's looking like it's probably going to need at least a second coat. Even with the primer on there. I need to do the edges first before I start trying to do the face. Try and get that paint all the way around in the eye there. But at least I've got some consistency, even if it's not the greatest. All right. Probably should have changed into shirt that I don't like as well as this one. Just in case. I've got plenty of shirts that already have paint and stuff on them, so that's what I should be wearing right now. But oh well. I think I've got a lot of excess that's kind of dripping off from the front onto the edges. So hopefully that smoothed things out enough to where I don't have to worry about it. That was great. All right. I think that's it for right now. So I'm just gonna seal up my paint as best I can. That should work. And remove the gloves. I got these really thick gloves at Harbor Freight. My brother was talking about how awesome they are. And he's typically working on automotive stuff. And so I think for him, probably is pretty good. For me, though, not as much. So let me check in on chat here. Lawrence, hey Kevin, good to see you again. A B grade for technique. That is probably very generous, Kevin. My painting technique surely could use some work, and I'm not even keeping the work pieces on the painting stands. So see, they've this guy has fallen off. He's still resting a little bit on the painting stand, so he's elevated, not completely on the on the plastic surface here. That guy is not on the stand anymore either. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, I definitely need to pretty those up a little bit more. Dang it. These. What I was saying about these gloves, they're quite a bit thicker than what I need. So they're not the easiest to put on because, like I said, little thick. I'm much more accustomed to much thinner rubber gloves, the kind you get at the hospital. So let me see if I can smooth those out a little without messing things up too much. Nope. Okay. Okay. Oh, looks like I've got a rogue strand of. I should have gotten the strays out of my brush before I started painting. I always forget to do that. Hmm. There we go. All right. We'll call that good enough. They definitely could use another coat. Black is mostly mostly dry already. And can you see? Let me know in the chat if you can see the kind of darkness coming through. Probably need another coat. Hey, sweetheart. You don't want to be on camera, do you?
No, I'm in my pajamas.
Oh, so am I. I'm also in your pajamas.
All right.
I'm hilarious.
Our daughter just told me something funny. I said, "You're on camera first." Excuse the just woke up from a nap. Look.
Woohoo! She looks beautiful as always.
Your daughter said, "Mom, now you and Dad both like shopping." I'm like, "Yeah, we just have two different ways of shopping. His is woodworking, and mine is spending money." So, I guess we do have something in common. Now, finally, after all these years, shopping. So, you just painted them now? Or is this another coat of primer?
No, this is actual paint.
We were having a discussion. Primer versus paint.
Yeah, she noted earlier as I was at dinner, waiting for the primer to dry, that she's like, "Oh, you've got some white paint on your face," and I said, "No, I don't. I do not have white paint on my face."
Well, in your beard.
And then our daughter, she's like, "Is it primer?"
Yeah.
She knows me. She knows me too well. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a grammar Nazi, or I guess product Nazi. Now you just need to make little pack bands. Don't these look like the ghosts on the Pac-Man game?
That was kind of the inspiration. So here, let's
We dated ourselves here.
let's catch up on chat here.
Yes, let's chat.
Let's see who else here. So we got Lawrence, we got Kevin, we got Satch. Mike is making stuff. Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Dot.
Exactly.
um,
So they need to be different colored ones. Yellow, pink, blue, and I don't remember what color the other guy was.
where's our yellow, pink, and blue paint?
I shall return.
Or, sweetheart, I'm almost done.
You're not gonna paint them colors?
I did. I painted them white.
Okay. I really do have yellow, purple, pink, various pink
Like
colors.
Mod Podge paint stuff or what?
Hello, folks. Not Mod Podge.
What's it
Not
called?
primer. It's craft paint.
Just craft, yeah, whatever.
Mod Podge.
Is that just the
It's like,
pasted on kind of stuff, whatever?
it's like
like
a
a
clear glue, and you can paint it and then like apply scrapbook paper or whatever fabric, and then you paint another coat over it, so it seals it. Mod Podge is not paint.
Okay.
Ha! To the guy that corrects us about primer and paint. Awesome. Yeah. If you want I think the exact name, I just call it craft paint, but
Mhm. Is there a different name?
I don't know. Let's ask the audience. Do they know if there's a different name? It's not like tempera paint or poster board paint.
Does anyone know out there the craft paint? Is there a more technical term for it?
Like, I know some of the brands are folk art, but that's not the name of the paint.
Just the brand. Folk art.
Mhm.
As in, oh hey folks.
Make some art. Now I've got to go look what it's called. I'll be back.
You will?
Yeah, I'll bring you back.
Usually I can't get her back into the shop. Acrylic crafting paint. Could be. The little squeezy bottles. Probably. She'll be back. She was heading up to the office with the craft supplies and everything. My mom has been loading us up with all sorts of different scrapbooking and other crafty type stuff that my wife likes, and apparently none of the other siblings care for. So, but I think she acquired the craft paint on her own without my mother's assistance. See, like a buck a piece at Wally World. Yeah, could be. Keep a slew of them. Yeah, I believe you. Which is your favorite color? Mine, of course, is blue. Go Cougars. Enjoyed the game last night. Victory in the Holy War over Utah. So I'm sure all of you were rooting right along with me for my Cougars. So I wonder how long she'll be while she's in the process. Let's see. I'm trying to decide. These definitely could use another coat, but I don't know if I want to bother. So I'm debating putting the paint away or not. So, and then this black paint. Oh, looks like I got a few specks of white because this is too thin. So it's flicking everywhere as I paint these. So, and because of that, I think I will do at least one more coat of black on here to cover up the white. And you know what? I'm going to get a different white paint. Or maybe I will just succumb to my wife's idea of painting them different colors. doesn't necessarily give the Halloween vibe in particular, but let's see. Colorblind, so black and red. Okay. So hold on. Before you reveal what they say, Mike is making stuff. Had an idea. He said, "Is it acrylic crafting paint?" And he says, "You mean in the little squeezy bottles?" So I think that is, those definitely look like, little
Mike wins the
little
prize.
squeezy bottles.
Turn it around. Show the folks.
So acrylic craft
Good
paint.
job, Mike. Woo-hoo.
No, he said acrylic crafting paint. It's acrylic craft paint. So sorry,
Don't
Mike.
be a grammar Nazi. And this, what is this, Roy?
That looks like Mod Podge.
Ah,
Mod Podge.
yes.
Why do I call it Mod Podge? Is there a Mod Podge or is it just Mod Podge?
Mod Podge, but some people say things wrong, like you.
Huh.
Sometimes.
Hmm.
And even this.
Acrylic paint marker. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty cool. You just paint this, like the little eyes for tiny little spots.
That would actually be really good for the eyes. Ooh.
Gold.
Silver and gold.
To that holiday yet.
Oh,
You can
sorry.
sing that in a few months.
Okay.
But yeah, the little tiny detailed work.
Okay. You mean like this? Like the tiny detail that I've gone to painstakingly.
Yeah, what did you paint that with?
What do you mean?
This?
The paintbrush that's got paint on it? Why would you think that I painted it with that?
Sometimes these are a little easier.
Yeah, I could see that.
In all the little.
In the crevices and.
Anyway.
Yeah, that one actually would have been really easy to do the bottoms here.
For craft time. Here's pink, the pinky.
I think I've actually got some of these too. Maybe not that small.
I need some more.
Never mind, I don't have any.
I wouldn't mind borrowing a few. What are these for?
Those are
primer or oil.
I usually use those for applying glue.
Oh, something's still wet. Whoopsies. On my face, on my forehead, like you had it on yours.
No, you don't have any on your face.
I don't. Yeah, these would probably, the little bristles fall out. They'll probably get in your paint project. I would not use those.
Let's see.
Anyway, I'm going to go back in the house.
Oh, Mike's got some news. His 15-year-old is singing the national anthem at the Texas Tech game next month. Which one? Which Texas Tech game?
Cool.
Is it the BYU Tech game? That'd be pretty cool.
For reals?
And he's going to be on ESPN Plus. Sweet.
She's going to be singing.
He's
going to sing and it'll show on ESPN Plus?
That's what he says.
Wow.
But he also said LOL. So.
Mike. What a scoundrel. You don't do that, scoundrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think? So here's what I was thinking, sweetheart. I've got them white.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the white with the black background, so they'd really pop. I've got these, so I've got some tape on these. So I'm going to remove the tape, and that'll expose the raw wood, so I can glue the raw wood on the back of these to the raw wood on these, and so then they'll kind of pop and kind of stand out. So I've got a little bit of as if they're floating.
Stand tall?
No. They'll be like this.
Laying down.
Right. Right.
Oh,
so kind of
on my shelf, just standing on their own.
So kind of like this.
Okay.
So I'll be able to glue directly on there. So with that in mind, and I
wanted to put them on the shelves on different areas in the house, and different shelves in the library, and have them stand like that.
Okay.
Without that thing. So I can separate them on different spots.
I guess that's unfortunate then.
You can make something else to go on the stand.
Well, these guys aren't going to stand on their own
Why?
because I didn't make the bottoms uniform.
Some of the little ghost tails are longer than others.
Yeah, all of them are different sizes. None of them are equal. I wasn't.
Oops.
I wasn't trying to make them uniform.
Oh, okay. You meant to do that
Yes.
on purpose.
Yeah, you can even watch the live in which I say I think it might actually look cool to have it be just kind of haphazard. And so then I could just kind of have them floating on this guy, and wasn't really anticipating having them stand on anything. I could make you some ghosts that stand.
Yeah.
You would like that? Okay, maybe next year.
Are you gonna lay down like that?
Yeah, but then the idea is that you hang this up.
Okay. You make a little hook spot on the back.
Not yet.
Okay. Can you like hang it by your front door or something?
By somebody's front door.
Says welcome. Somebody's front door, huh? No, that's on Halloween night when you go do tricks and you leave something on somebody's front door.
Hmm.
Haven't you ever watched
Nope.
what is it? Shoot, I can't remember. About that nerd guy, and he's in love with the popular cheerleader, and he pays her to pretend like she's his boyfriend. It would be like late 1980s. Maybe.
With Patrick, what's his name from Grey's Anatomy?
Yes, with Dr. McDreamy. Not Girls Just
Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't Buy Me Love. Yes, and they do the
No, I've never seen that movie.
So the nerd guy gets in with the football player, jock guys, and he's cool now. And on Halloween night, they go throw bags of lit on fire of dog poop at the doors, and they end up picking the house that is his old best friend, the nerdy guy's other best friend nerd. And then the nerd best friend knew it was him, Ronald, because Ronald got caught.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
The redheaded nerdy guy was like, Ronald, you're my best friend. We need your dog poop at my house. And Ronald wanted to learn to dance, so he watched some National Geographic show, and it was some like mating called dance of, the wild turkey, and so then he went and did that at the prom.
Nice.
Do you remember that? He's all dancing weird like this.
I don't remember the dance. Sorry.
You didn't learn it? Go out and dance like it at your prom?
No.
Okay, on the chat, who knows the dance part I'm talking about?
Let's see. Basketball game against Milwaukee.
No, we're talking about Ronald.
I'm just catching up on the chat here. So Mike said that it's the basketball game that he's going to be singing at, not the football game. So they're playing Milwaukee. Sadly, I think the Panthers are going to get walked on. Hey, Billy, thanks for joining us. So Billy, my wife is wondering, do you remember the dance scene from the movie Can't Buy Me Love?
Yeah, Ronald, the nerd guy, wants to learn to dance. So he watches it and he thinks it's like some MTV show. And then when he walks out of the room, the little brother is like staring at the TV and it said, the mating call of the African turkey, wild turkey. Anyway, it was kind of funny.
So do you remember that, Billy?
Or even the movie Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah. Who knows the movie Can't Buy Me Love? Tell us in the chat.
Yes. Anyway, you can talk your woodshop talk.
My woodshop talk?
Heading in the house. Yeah, you should have a segment called Woodshop Talk.
Woodshop talk.
Shop talk.
Shop talk.
Mm-hmm. And put it on TikTok.
Why would I use TikTok instead of my YouTube?
Apparently those Mormon wives make a lot of money doing their mom talk on TikTok.
Yeah. Maybe I should start dancing.
Yes, you'd be great at it. All right, well, so these guys are not meant to stand, huh?
No, they are meant to float because they're ghosts.
All right. All right. Well,
but I wouldn't mind if you leave your black acrylic paint brush or paint marker thing.
Okay, for their eyes.
Yeah, after the paint is dried.
Okay. Pick a color. Any
The
color.
black,
You want black.
just black.
And maybe you could do a little shadowing on the edge. Little
Ooh.
shadowing or a little smudge paint. What you do is you get like an old sponge and you dip in the paint and then kind of wad it off and then around the edges. And it makes, like I did on your letters, it makes them stand out more.
I don't know that I will be able to do that properly.
I'll have to be a guest on your show and demonstrate. I'm sure lots of guys out there need sponge antiquing on their craft projects.
All those in favor of a tutorial on sponge, what was it? Sponge bath? What?
I'm not giving a tutorial on a sponge bath, and you aren't either. Nice try, dude. Sponge technique.
Sponge technique. Painting
You gotta
technique.
shake this. And then
Shake it like a Polaroid picture?
That's right. And then I would test it on paper a little bit before you do the eyes.
Okay.
Here, I'll just leave all of them out here if you want.
Ooh, I get them all.
Yeah. And then there's more white in here in case you mess up
What?
and need to do it again.
How dare you suggest such a thing? As if I ever mess up.
Never. Okay, so I'm going in the house. It's great to see everyone. I'm sure they're glad I'm home.
Yes, they are.
From my kidney transplant.
They've actually been asking about you for quite a bit, for quite some time.
Oh, awesome.
And they even seemed happy that you got your transplant and are doing well.
They even seem happy?
They even seemed happy about it, yeah.
Are you included in that thing?
Well, of course, I'm happy about it, sweetheart.
We're so happy about it. You should ask them. Who knows? This trivia question, medical trivia time.
Ooh, medical trivia. Who's up for medical trivia time?
When you get a kidney, do they take your old kidneys out? Yes or no?
When you get a kidney transplant, do they remove one or more of your old kidneys? That is the question, apparently. Yes, that's the question?
Yes. And there's a part B.
There's a part B.
Where do they put the new kidney?
Okay. Let's see. So, and yeah, Billy says he's been asking about you all the time.
Yes.
And he has. That's true.
I've been reading like some comments. I'm sure there's some of your friends from this wood shop stuff on my YouTube.
Yeah, it's probably mostly the people on my.
I'm not so great about replying. I apologize.
That's true.
But I do appreciate all the nice comments, the kind words, the prayers, everything. It's
how often or how long does it typically take you to respond to a text message?
Well, who's sending it? That depends.
Anyone.
Usually around 48 hours. Or that's
Right.
if they get a response.
48 hours, right.
Our kids know if there's an emergency, don't text mom.
Yeah.
Text dad. Call
Call
mom. I'm not so great at catching my
how
texts.
often do you answer the phone when we call you?
Most of the time. 90% of the time. Unless like it's inconvenient, then I'm not gonna answer the phone.
And
Or
it
if
is
it's someone I don't want to talk to.
so she answers the phone 90% of the time, unless it's not convenient, which is 90% of the time. So if it's that 10% of the time that it's convenient, she'll answer it 90% of the time.
So what percentage is that then? Come on, Mr. Accountant. Anyhow, let's see what people guessed.
All right. Let's see. Scoodoobie says you two are hilarious. That's not true. One of us is hilarious. And the other of us looks hilarious.
That's right.
And let's see. Apparently nobody has ventured any guesses about the kidney question.
Okay. Well, they leave your old kidneys in. So today at church, the little kids in our primary class,
The 9 and 10-year-old Sunday
Yeah.
school.
that we teach Sunday school for, one of the boys was like, "What? You have 3 kidneys?" And then he's looking at her. She is like, there's like he didn't have any words. He thought that was totally crazy. But I said, yes, I do. They leave your old ones in, and then when you get a new one,
Yeah.
they put it right in your abdomen, right there.
Was that the same one who said it's not normal?
Yeah.
And I pointed to her and I was like, yeah, she is not normal.
But then they said, she may not be normal, but she's our favorite. Okay, they didn't say that, but it is true. I am their favorite co-teacher.
She is, you are,
The treat
you
lady.
are the favorite of my co-teachers.
Yeah. How many co-teachers do you have?
Well, lately I've had quite a few because you haven't been there.
Well, you are my favorite current husband.
That is amazing.
Current? You haven't caught that? Current?
That is amazing.
The word current?
You are my favorite first wife.
Awesome. All right. On that note, folks, I'm out of here. Enjoy your painting
Why, thank you.
of Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and who's the fourth guy?
I never knew.
Mo.
No. All right. So it's mostly dry to the touch. Definitely not cured yet. So the eyes are still. Oh, Lawrence, you can have a blessed evening. Excellent. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here, Lawrence. Let me give you all a closer look at these little ghosts. The eyes are still not dry because there's a fair amount more paint in the recessed eyes than the rest of it. So I think I'm going to move the ghosts off of here and repaint, do another coat on my black to cover up the white splatters that I made. So let's see. I'm gonna protect my work pieces. You might be thinking, oh, he wants to protect his workbench from the paint, but really, it's mostly I just want to protect the ghosts from the filth that I might have on there. So all right. All right. All right. And yeah, I agree, Billy. Great to see you're up and about. Oh, I guess I didn't. Guess I didn't show you the spray painting of that, huh? Sorry about that. That's what it looks like now. So, all right. Hey, John. Thanks for joining us, man. All right. So now what I need is for this to dry, and then I'll remove the tape that's on top of these little pieces here. And then yeah, it kind of looks white right in here, but it's just the reflection. So it's got these little bumps from where the white paint splattered, but the black paint is covering it pretty well. So you can probably tell a little bit better that there's just tape, just some painter's tape on top of each of those. So once this guy dries, I'll remove that tape to reveal the bare wood underneath, and then I'll take the ghosts, and I've got mostly bare wood on the back of those. So I'll glue those guys onto there. And then, oh yeah, I'll still need to paint the eyes black with the with the acrylic marker paints that are hiding back here. But I can't do that until the paint dries in there. See, those are still wet, right? So I'll let that paint dry. And then paint those guys and glue them onto there. And then I'll need to figure out a good method for hanging this thing. I like to do French cleat on everything. So I might just take some of the French cleat blanks that I've got up there and just throw some of that on there. But we'll see, maybe not. So let's see what else we've got in our chat. Looks good. Hey, thanks, Billy. Appreciate it. So I think I'm kind of at a hurry up and wait standpoint. Need to wait for that paint to dry. I need to wait for this paint to dry. And then once everything's dry, you can move on to the next steps. So kind of sucks that I can't just move on right now, but I guess what I maybe could have done is paint this guy black, remove the tape, put the ghosts on, cover up all of the black underneath, and then paint the ghosts white while they're already in place. But and then then you get to see kind of the finished product almost, even before the paint is dry on those eyes for the ghosts. But at least it gives you a little bit better idea of what it looks like as an end product. But I think you get the idea, right? You kind of understand what that's going to look like. me see if I dare remove the tape now. The spray paint does dry pretty quickly, not that quickly. All right. So now I've got that exposed wood. So just need to get a little bit of glue on each of those. I don't really want any glue squeezing out. All right. And I'll just start placing these guys. So stay where you're supposed to be, Ghost. See what my impatience is getting me. There you go. Hey, sometimes ghosts just don't do what they're supposed to do. Very, very frustrating. Why can't they just be obedient? Freaking ghosts. If they're my children or something. Wanting to fly away? Yeah. Freaking ghosts. Watching paint dry is boring, yeah. Good. So ooh, happy Halloween, everybody. All right, I think we can take off. Thanks everybody for being here. See y'all next time. Love it, Billy. Take care, everyone. See ya.